Well, that was sure something. Welcome to the Breaking Bob channel post Xfinity Martinsville edition, where the series just sure left a great taste in fans' mouth after tonight's caution-flagged event. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Always talking NASCAR and racing on a daily basis. This morning, I posted my thoughts from the Truck Series race last night at Martinsville. Daniel Hemrick with a great story, and the Truck Series after the 2023 finale at Phoenix, where that was just a calamity. The Truck Series cleaned up their act, and maybe whatever that talk was with the field then, maybe needs to go to the Xfinity Series after tonight, because that was just a calamity. Over 100 caution laps, 102 to be exact. That's the most since 2005 at Bristol for the Xfinity Series. It was just no one came away looking good. Not one single driver came away in a good light tonight, if you ask me. But somehow the ending was just the cherry on top. Everyone's favorite villain, Austin Hill, comes away victorious. Very fitting winner. But the way we got there, it's perfect. It really just sums up this race. You had Taylor Gray, who really dominated the second half of this race. So many restarts, and he was nails on every single one of them in that 54, trying to get himself and Ty Gibbs as an owner their first Xfinity wins in their careers. On the second to last restart, Sammy Smith got around Taylor Gray. Clean, bumped him a little bit. It's Martinsville. That's fine. Then when they re-racked and did the overtime restart, we knew Taylor Gray was going to give Sammy Smith the bumper, and he did, but did it in a clean way, it looked like. It was very smooth the way he sent it into turn one immediately off the restart, gave Sammy Smith a chance to fight on the outside. And then when they took the white flag, came around into turn three, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Austin Dillon and Richmond like. And Smith just sends Gray into the turn three wall. And then Justin Allgaier gets sent by Austin Hill, who's in fifth place at this time, into Sammy Smith, takes both of them out, and Austin Hill takes the checkered flag. He led about a few hundred feet of the entire race, and somehow he's the one in victory lane. He gets the $100,000 dash for cash. He's the one celebrating RCR's 100th Xfinity win. Just a whole perfect summary of the Xfinity race tonight. Really, it was that final two laps. And what really frustrates me today about the racing was that the mistakes were made not only by young drivers, but veteran drivers. Sam Mayer and Austin Hill were weapons out there. Austin Hill even had to apologize to his teammate in the post-race interview, saying how he took out Jesse Love. And yet Austin Hill's the one in victory lane. There's no repercussions. There's nothing that's going to happen to these guys for just driving recklessly today. Local short tracks implement a rule that if you're the responsible culprit for an incident, you have to get sent to the back. Maybe it's time we start doing this for short tracks at the NASCAR, Xfinity, and Truck Series if it becomes an issue like this. I mean, at some point we have to say enough's enough. And again, this is a one-off for the most part. We love to talk up the Xfinity Series when they're great, but there's also moments like this where it rears their ugly head that these drivers sometimes are still very inexperienced and a little selfish at times too. But there's no reason a track like Martinsville should ever have us groaning when we're going there. And when we go back in the Xfinity Series penultimate race in the fall, I bet a lot of us are going to be going, oh, I hope it's not a calamity like the spring race. That's not what Martinsville should be. Dale Jr. said it on Twitter or X. This is a historic track. This track has its DNA and roots in NASCAR. NASCAR and Martinsville are synonymous with each other. We shouldn't have incidents like this. We shouldn't have racing like this where over a third of the race is under yellow flag conditions just because these guys are too antsy and can't keep themselves from beating and banging each other. They have no restraint. They're not the ones fixing these cars. They're not the ones paying for these cars mostly. So they should at least act like that they're at least professional drivers. And tonight it just didn't feel like professional drivers. It felt like your local short track, just everyone beating and banging and just going home mad. And lost in all this was Sheldon Creed once again finished second. Just peak NASCAR memes in such a peak NASCAR race there. Austin Hill winning today. I'm sure everyone's going to love the results there. How do you think we should fix it? Let me know in the comments down below. This is just an impromptu emergency Xfinity episode. I'm very curious to see what you thought about today's race. I'm sure there's not many people out there that can say anything good about this race, and there's not many drivers that came away looking good. Even Taylor Gray, as dominant as he was, gets caught up in the incident late there. Just frustrating. I mean, you had the Colleague incident where Daniel Dye was blamed for it on the broadcast. On second thought, though, all three called cars were taken out really because Sam Mayer was pushing Christian Eckes so hard out of the turn two exit when they were three wide. It collects all three called cars. It just seems like there was so much teammate on teammate violence. I said the RCR cars. There's so many preventable moments today where it seems like etiquette just went out the window today. Everyone just lost their heads out there today. Very, very frustrating. This is a track that we should be looking forward to as race fans. And instead, we're talking about, we hope the Cup Series race tomorrow is uneventful because of how bad it was today. Just incredible. You never know what you're going to get, I guess, when it comes to any of the NASCAR National Series. But let me know your thoughts down below about the race today. Of course, like this video if you like what you saw. And subscribe to the channel for more NASCAR content. It helps me out a ton here at Breaking Bob. I'll see you for the post-race edition of the Cup Series tomorrow. Christopher Bell on pole. Oh, man, I just hope there's less pace laps. I hope the pace car doesn't lead the laps led column like they did today. It was just something to watch. But I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.